make me hurt you. I have come so far to kill the man who must die. This world, its fate, none of that is relevant to me. Because my world ended long ago. So very long ago. So you've lost your mind completely. I envy that. If only I could forget everything too. All that remains of me is hatred and the faint trace of a promise. So it is only natural that guide my every waking moment. This world is evil. I am a murderer. I have blood on my hands. My sister's blood. Is this your nature too?
Indeed. I too have dealt my fair share of death. We must bear our sins. We may not elude them, nor wipe ourselves clean of responsibility. You have fought that monster many times over. More times than you'll ever know. But now, you must forge a new path.
A new path?
Your efforts will spare this world from a tragic fate.
This world is stained with sin! Shillendrig, you will meet death at my hand. I promise you that much. There. I'm getting close. I've found you. The enemy I seek. The target of my vengeance. Shillendrig.
Ah! You've arrived. And far earlier than I expected. Damnation. What has this infestation done to my tongue?
Shillendrig. After all this time, it was by your word that this world grew corrupt. And by your hand that so many lives were scattered to the ether. It was you who led me to suffer more than any being could bear.
What are you prattling on about? My memory's returning. I've seen that face before. You killed your sister to save your own skin. Curse this fool laughter. Try as I might, I haven't figured out how to suppress this body's more peculiar tics.
Don't you dare laugh.
Please, a moment. As I said, this husk won't obey me yet. I don't intend to laugh, but Cecil never was a good listener. Oh, my half-wretched defect. My comrade in monstrosity. How does one not laugh at the irony?
Go to hell!
This is how you move it? Now we've got the hang of it. Excellent. Here you stand, to avenge one lone death. I must say, lunacy does become you. But seeing as how you're here to dig up the past...
What choice do I have but to come out and play?
It's you!
Zesselvinch, at your service. Glad to see you remember me.
Feels good to get him out of my system. I have you to thank for giving me the inspiration to craft this form. Here's a gift to repay your goodwill.
I must admit, this anatomy we've come to possess does feel off-kilter. But such imperfections are what make life interesting. As long as we emerge the victor, that is!
You should be gone from this world.
Oh, I was close. I was close. Perhaps my greatest loss to date, which makes today's inevitable victory all the more delicious! Hey, boy, we sure are thankful you all came to this world, aren't we, Lord Icy?
Not a bit, Cecil. I cannot wait to be rid of these pests. Had any one of you miscreants granted me the liberty of death, I would have no need for this terribly executed frame.
Ha ha! You heard him!
You killed my family. You filled this world with pain. Yet, here you stand, overlooked by any kind of justice. Ma and Pa are dead. They'll never come home. Is dead. Murdered by your hand. Even the man who gave me a name. Gone from this world's cold embrace! Ah!
Be that as it may, what does your suffering matter? You are not alone in your pain. Just look upon this disgusting shell if you need proof. Do you think a couple of worthless lives compared to this? Do you understand that I suck dry myriad life forces and magics just to power this conduit? And yet I am still racked with pain.
Your god is suffering. Pity him, won't you? If you can.
I do not recall giving you permission to speak.
Yeesh, tough crowd. Permission this, permission that. Everybody needs your permission. You can let dear old me slide just a little, right? See? You're not alone in your suffering. Come to think of it, you're alive. Isn't that enough? Everybody, every single man, woman, and child I infested, they're all dead, lost, gone, and made part of our whole.
You killed them! You killed them!
Oh, aren't we just a pair of apples in an asylum? Killers of men, mortals made monsters. Ah, I'm glad you didn't end up our host. Listen to how you drone on. We'd be bored to the moon and back.
Cecil, boy, could you stop playing with your food? Now that I've grown more or less accustomed to this body, it's time I remade this world.
Sounds good to me. Die. You're a fool putting on the airs of misfortune. The dead are the unfortunate ones, understand? Yet you live on, selfishly. Every moment you draw breath, that's a win. So why do you insist on coming before us for a sure defeat? Then again, I suppose it doesn't matter. Death comes for us all, sooner or later! Yuck, that yell was far too human. You should be laughing like us monsters do. Is that too much to ask? There! Pawn takes the queen!
Oh, Vince, what did I tell you about poaching my prey?
Funny, not? No matter how I look at it, seems like you're interfering with the law.
Excuse me. Have we forgotten Zessel's rightful owner? He was born of my flesh, after all. Plus, I share his sense of pain. So I insist you both learn your rightful place.
Icy, sweetie, you look dreadful.
The result of your twisted ritual, no doubt. On your feet, miss. Return to thy... Not. Maybe ask first before you try to dance.
Apologies, Vince. I am a most wanton woman indeed. I just don't want you interfering in my business is all.
Must kill him.
Oh, I absolutely adore that rage in your eyes.
Mind you don't get drawn into this gal's pointless frenzy.
Nah, Shug, you gotta have a little fun or you'll go gray like a certain sheriff I know.
My lesser titans. Remind me why you think you can stand tall before your maker when you've inherited my power. Y'all may think yourselves divine, but I am divinity itself.
Let's devour them! We might get greater strength yet!
That is a most disgusting proposition, but one I must heed. Therefore, I shall think of you as offerings. Though I despair, I will have salvation.
Yuck! You wanna eat little old me? Be careful now, y'all. The sweetest berries bear the most effective poisons. You would be gone before you could cry out in pain. But if it's a feast you want, then Force herself shall partake by claiming every ounce of your power.
You were supposed to win this thing, I see. I bet a lot on you. But you were like a horse that broke his ankle in the last lap. And I assume you know what happens to losing horses. My mission is to preserve order and its due dignity. You're no longer part of that picture.
This world's pain. It's suffering. I've seen enough. I am so sick of it all. Everything. Everyone. This sullied slate must be wiped clean. Ilgano stands before you. You will know the lamentations of every soul slain by your hand.